got the Texas Fan Better Podcast. Chuck Bridge, Fifth Ward Crenshaw, you know the best out there. Keno, Bo Diggity 713. To all my Texas Nation. If you feeling good, I want you to throw them H's up high. Yeah, like that. I see you. Let's swarm. Yeah, Houston, Texas, born and raised. Yeah, that's where I'm from. The best city in the state. Yeah, we stay turned up. There's excitement in the air for the Houston Texans. We swarming all year, causing havoc, we wrecking. Coming off that edge, we got 5-5-5-1. Thing on the outside, locking down your number one. All about the swarm mentality. And the H standing on business is the way we operate. I rep that 7 like CJ, that 1 like Diggs, that 3 like Dell. H-Town, we doing it big, you know that 12 out here, and don't you never forget, better pick your poison, cause we got Joe in the midst, we rock that battle red, still blue, Liberty white, H-Town blue, drip galore, man, we so fresh, fire like the field, shout out to the whole squad, chasing greatness, eyes on the prize, one goal, it's time to take it, let's get it, throw them H's up, throw them H's up, now you throw them H's up, throw them H's up, we throw them H's up, throw them H's up, let's all love for them Texans, cause them Bulls about to perform. Throw them H's up, throw them H's up, now you throw them H's up, throw them H's up, we throw them H's up, throw them H's up, let's all love for them Texans, cause them Bulls.
Welcome back to the Texans Fan Battle Show, hosted by Fan Battle Sports. I'm your host, Matthew Briggs, and always, I got my crew with me, my team swarm. First off, my A1 since day one, I got Mr. Crenshaw. Are you there, Crenshaw?
I'm here.
Okay, well, you're on mute. I didn't. Sorry to hear you. Say what's up to the folks.
What up? What up? What up?
All right, and always, I got the man with the message. I got Mr. Keno.
What's good, everybody? Hope everybody all right. You know what I'm saying? I know us Texans fans a little salty right now, but everything gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right.
Well, let's get into why we're a little salty. All right.
Yeah.
Azeez AlShaair. I mean.
Whoa, hold on. Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Y'all can hear me?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. What up? What up? What up? I'm here.
All right. Well, let's tell why fans are salty. Azeez AlShaair. Some say it was a dirty hit. Some didn't. We're not here to argue that. But he laid a hit on Trevor Lawrence. After that, started a fight, and then he got ejected, and then now he's suspended for 3 games. After the 3-game suspension, he made an appeal, then got denied. So he's going to be missing 3 games. Chris, I'll start with you, brother. What's your thoughts on this?
Well, I mean, initially, from the head, it looked worse live because it looked like he hit him in the head. Then he slow it down, hit him in the shoulder. Then his head hit the ground. It was bad, but then it wasn't bad. It just more what happened after the fact. Once he got pushed and going to the other side and going in with the fans, taking his helmet off, rah 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 rah. Then the NFL made a big deal because Trevor Lawrence is, I'm gonna say it, he's white, got the long hair. So he's like the darling child. So they're gonna make an example out of, Azeez. They're gonna make an example out of him. I feel like 3 games was harsh. I feel like, 1 game maybe, but they made an example out of him. This is his first time getting suspended. They say he's a dirty player. I went back and looked at old film. Most of all his hits was this year, and then he had one on Tom Brady when he was with San Francisco. So I don't think it's a dirty player. They made an example out of him. But at the same time, you can't put yourself in that position. I know everybody say, oh, man, fake slide, fake slide. If you haven't seen Trevor Lawrence do that on film, then he ain't about to fake no slide. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. We just got to, face adversity and play for him for the next 3 games. But I think the NFL got it right. I ain't going to cap it. They got it right. I mean, they had to do it. They need to be consistent when they do it. That's the only thing. Be consistent.
Well, I'm glad you said be consistent because our GM that a lot of Texans fans have been upset with, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been a little irritated, but not upset with him. Nick Casario got a little heated yesterday at the conference, saying that the NFL is inconsistent and needs to find the same path. Keno, speak to me, man. How's it inconsistent, and what's your thoughts on the whole ordeal?
So honestly, I stand with Nick. I stand behind Nick for sure, and D'Amico and Azeez. Honestly, it's not consistent at all. And of course, like one thing I can go back and look at because I'm a Texas fan. I can go back to last year and look at the Bengals game when CJ was getting sandwiched by two players, and then another guy came in and went towards his head. There was no fine, there was no flag, there was no suspension or none of that.
The Jets game too.
Yeah, and then that's what I'm finna say. But that Bengals game, that's worse. The Bengals game is worse because the guy literally went into his helmet, like straight on, when two other guys is bringing him down. He went into CJ helmet with his arm, and then they call anything. In the Jets game as well, and Quentin Williams slammed him down to the ground. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they're it seems like to us they're not consistent and they're not fair. You know what I'm saying? Because we experienced this stuff and nothing happened to the opposing team or the opposing players. But at the end of the day, we have different other situations where guys get suspended for one game and this and that, or some guys don't get suspended at all. And to be totally honest, I think if this was the Chiefs linebacker, that man not getting no suspension. If this another a Lions linebacker, he not getting no suspension. And you got these other teams, they're not going to get suspended. But for some reason, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to paint us as the villain. I'm not trying to paint us as everybody hating on us. But at the end of the day, it seems that way a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It seems that NFL want to make an example out of Azeez, but you have other guys doing stuff and there's no fine, there's no anything at all, which is crazy to me. And I don't feel like the hit was dirty. At the end of the day, Trevor Lawrence was trying to get the first down. Azeez was trying to stop him from getting the first down. Unfortunately, that happened. You know what I'm saying? He put his two arms to Trevor to stop him from going forward. And at the end of the day, Trevor slid late. And it's a play out there. I posted it on Twitter. Trevor took off for 20 yards, ran somebody over, and all that. Trevor is 6'6". Trevor is not 5'11", 185 pounds. This man is 6'6", 200 plus pounds. So he's not a small guy. So of course, like I would do the same thing Azeez did. Like this man, he's trying to get the first down, so I'm gonna do my job to stop him from getting the first down. So at the end of the day, suspension cool, whatever, fine, whatever you want to do. He did do too much. I didn't like what he did on the aftermath, after the fact, doing all that extra stuff, taking his helmet off, pointing. He was heated because he got hit from behind and all that shit, and all that other stuff happened. So I get it in a way, but then again, he got to control his emotions. But other than that, I just feel like the picture they trying to paint him is ridiculous. This man never been suspended before. This is the first time he been suspended, and supposedly they trying to make it seem like this is the ongoing thing. But a lot of these plays are questionable to me. The only thing that was dirty is when he punched the dude against the Bears. That was uncalled for. That was unnecessary. But other than that, a lot of the stuff is questionable. The situation with Pollard. Let's say Pollard stays in bounds and continue to run down the sideline, which we all know running backs, they have balance. They probably have the best balance out of all positions. So Pollard, he got through, and what if he would have stayed in bounds? If Azeez didn't make the tackle, then what? So it is what it is. I'm a little frustrated about it, but it is what it is.
Here's
Okay,
my thing. Go ahead, Crystal.
okay. Now, I'm gonna say something. Okay, about the Trevor. Okay, if what you just said, he had a play where it went 20 yards down the line. I feel like if he gets you once in the game, okay, he got you. But then the second time, if you hit him, hey, well, he got me the first time is more justified. I still feel like on the hit, he could have stopped that shit. I still feel like he could have stopped. No matter if he slid late, if he slid early, because I feel like Trevor wasn't gonna fake a slide because he just came out. He got a shoulder injury. He's babying that shit. So why try to take an unnecessary hit? And then on four is CJ. Last year, besides our fans, did anybody else make a roar about it? Did D'Amico say anything? Did Nick say anything? Did the
They
NFL
didn't.
say anything? See, that's the reason why with CJ, nobody got suspended. When this shit happened, 30 minutes later, it was on TMZ. So I already knew this shit was going to be fucked up. It was on TMZ 30 minutes later. Then they started going to all the social media sites. So they had to make an example. If they would have gave him one game, man, NFL would have got criticized. So they had to make an example because it went viral so fast. So that's
I
the
get what
real
you're
reason
saying.
why.
I
Yeah.
get what you're saying. At the end of the day, though, I feel like it's unfortunate. It is not fair. We go back to that game against the Bengals. That was horrible. I mean, maybe if CJ would have been out for the rest of that game, then maybe so. Maybe it get blown out. You know what I'm saying? And whatever the case may be. But at the same time, that clip is literally like it's way worse than what happened with Azeez. It's way worse. Like this man is going down, and the guy that's just free is going to his head. And he already followed. That's dirty. But I
So,
get what you're saying.
Yeah. Well, you got to also look at, too, CJ was a rookie. So, they're not going to treat rookies like they treat right now. Trevor's a veteran. Also, Trevor's white. So that also plays a factor because Cam Newton has got hit like that before numerous of
mhm,
times.
mhm.
We got a message in the chat about Lamar Jackson. You know what I'm saying? That was Lamar Jackson. It wouldn't have been nothing. So you gotta
Robert
look at it
Griffin
like
third.
that. RG3, you know what I'm
That his
saying? Yeah,
career ended. Yeah.
yeah. So you gotta look at it like that, man. All that plays a factor, even though it sounds dumb, like, oh, don't bring this up, but the shit is true. All that shit
No,
plays
it's
a
not
factor.
facts.
You know what I'm
True.
saying?
It's
So
So,
unfortunate, but it's true.
matter of fact, if that was Anthony Richardson, nothing would have happened.
don't go there.
Nothing would have happened. It would have just been a regular hit.
Hey, that slam. I say that slam by Mario Edwards is worse than what Azeez did to Trevor, what Mario did to Anthony Richardson. But yeah, I agree, bro. I agree.
Okay. I got one more Matt for you. I got one more. Okay,
Right.
now like the guy on the Bears, the one that did the harsh tackle on Joe Mixon. Hell, that was worse than the hit on Trevor Lawrence, and that guy
Facts.
just got a little fine, no suspension or nothing. So again,
I thought he didn't get no fine.
I thought he got fined like
He
20,
got he
20
got fined.
grand.
He got fined to
He got
drop.
fined? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I thought he
yeah,
didn't
and like I
get
say,
fined.
and no suspension, and that's an illegal move he did.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm
Very.
saying?
Like what Aziz did wasn't illegal. Was it dirty? Yeah. Was it not appropriate? Yeah, but it wasn't illegal. Like I mean, it's not a absolute flag for it. If that makes sense. Like they're trying to ban the drop tackle. All Aziz did was tackle him at the wrong time.
Yep.
So I agree with you on that one, Chris. So I'll
And,
rock with that.
and if Joe Mixon was Christian McCaffrey, the guy would have got suspended.
Well, if Joe Mixon played on anybody but the Texans, he would got suspended.
Well, not just that, because Joe Mixon, I've noticed about him, he voices opinion a lot onto the NFL.
Yeah.
And
And
he,
also who he supports.
yes. So they don't like that already. He's already a target because I noticed it a lot. He go back and forth with the NFL, back and forth with the NFL, back and forth with the NFL. So they're like, all right, we got you, but all right, my bad, Matt, you go ahead.
No, you're good. You're bringing up great points. All I gotta say is I can't remember the guy's name, but he played for the Bears. The game before the Texans, he did a legal hit, didn't get ejected, didn't get fined, and he played against the Texans. Branch for the Lions got fined 3 times for 3 different hits, got ejected once, but never suspended. Kareem Jackson got fined 6 times, ejected 3 times, and only suspended for 1 game. So make it make sense. That's where people don't understand why Nick Casario is so pissed off. Make it make sense. Yeah, okay. If you wanted to suspend him for all the activity afterwards, like the fight, yes, the fight, absolutely. That deserves a suspension. But to say that, don't say this bullshit about how we need to set an example on that, because you had all season long to set examples, but now you want to set an example. And let's kind of take it a furthermore. So he's missing 3 games. So what 3 games is he missing? Dolphins, Chiefs, Ravens. If Ravens lose out, that Texans and Ravens game is a pretty important game. Who sells more tickets? Ravens. So who does the NFL want in the playoffs more, the Texans or the Ravens? I mean, you see that? Like, I'm not saying, I'm just kind of putting it out there. But also,
These are valid points, man. It's crazy, man. Tua, Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson. These are probably the 3 biggest games of this season. Unfortunately, I mean, we lost a couple of games we shouldn't have lost, but it is what it is. We moving forward. But the fact that he's going to be out, our leader on the defense is going to be out for those 3 games, it's crazy. It almost seems like a FU to the dang on Texans as well. Like, that's what it seems like to me as well. I guess
hey,
maybe because Nick and D'Amico voiced their opinion, but hey, I stand with
absolutely.
them. It don't matter. I stand with them
But
10 toes
also,
down.
let's go to another. Let's take it another. You got Tom Brady, who I forget who said it, either Kershaw or Keno, got choked by the man. He said Trevor Lawrence was at fault. You got all these quarterbacks, you got all these linebackers saying he was at fault. Yeah, you got some guys saying, that
Yeah,
makes
talking they
it.
talk, trying to be politically correct.
But thing is, if you want to get rid of this kind type of hit, then you got to get rid of Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen's favorite weapon, and that's the fake slide. You got to get rid of it because that is going to continue to happen. And Chris, I get what you're saying. His shoulders hurt. So we watched the whole game. He wasn't doing nothing with his shoulder anyways. He was underthrowing people. He was overthrowing people because he was hurt. So how is he going to beat us with his legs? So I don't think he was going to fake slide, but you never know. I don't think – I think it was a little too late for that slide. And I think we all play the sport. It's a split second. You don't know what's going to happen. You got to make the decision. Just like guns, you got to make a split decision. It's either going to be a good one or it's not going to be a good one. Just like jumping the pit pass. It's going to be a good jump or it's going to be a bad jump. Throwing the long bomb. It's going to be a good throw or it's going to be a bad throw. It's just a split second reaction. And for Trevor Lawrence, it was a bad one. What are you going to say, Crenshaw? Sorry, bro.
No, it's okay. Well, a couple things. Okay, one, I think after this year they're gonna vote, and the fake slide is gonna get banned. I don't think it's gonna happen next
It
year.
needs to. Yeah.
Yeah, and then also this is what I said on the Sunday show. I said that I don't watch Trevor Lawrence enough to know does he know how to slide, and maybe he don't know how to slide. So maybe that's why he slid late. Because I feel like CJ know how to slide. Every time CJ slide, it looks so funky, like he's gonna hurt himself. Yeah. So maybe that's the thing with Trevor. He didn't know how to slide, and that's why he slid late. That's the only thing that I can say to kind of defend Trevor. Other than that,
but that's not Azeez's fault, though. That's not.
It's not. It's not. But also, it's not his fault. But at the same time, you're on a defense. You got to know your personnel.
True.
So
I would say this, Crenshaw.
You got to watch film, and you play him twice a year.
I can do that. Go ahead.
Crenshaw, I disagree with one thing you said with CJ. I actually like the way how he slides. And somebody made a point that made a lot of sense. The way CJ he slides with his head going like kind of like the baseball slide when they reaching for the mat. He slides that way. I think that helps protect the quarterback better than them sliding with the backslide. Because if you're gonna do it late, that's not the move you need to do. If you're gonna do it late, you need to slide going forward. That way the defender comes into defense mode and they back up. You know what I'm saying? They reach down and they back up. But instead, if you slide in the way Trevor did and you do that late, that same thing is gonna happen every time, unfortunately. I mean, you may have some linebackers that's gonna just sit back because they saw what happened with Azeez. You know what I'm saying? You may have that because a lot of the times when they set an example out of somebody, then the next time other guys will be, they'll be more careful. But we shall see though.
But
We
let's
Well,
shall see.
well, also, unless Trevor has, bad eyes, I know damn well he saw him coming, so he should have did something else any damn way. So I
Yeah,
mean, fuck, because
yeah,
Z was going 100 miles an hour to get him, because that's
well,
that's everybody's dream to get a free lick on a quarterback anyway.
yep,
right, right. But here's another thing too. Like, okay, I get it. It was a bad hit. It gave him. I'm the boy threw the arm up like he got knocked out. Like it was a concussion hit. It was terrible. Well, let's not sit here and say that's what that man intended. Let's not sit here and say that he threw the forearm in his head, making people. It's turf. You're playing on concrete. Okay, he hit him in the chest. His head bounced. It's the name of the game. CJ against the Jets. It happened to CJ last year. Like Crenshaw said, we just didn't voice our opinion.
yeah.
So don't be saying this man's out here headhunting because he's not. He's making a tackle. But to bring up somebody's race and religion is sickening. It
It's
doesn't matter
diabolical, man.
what right. It doesn't matter what you do in life.
Yeah,
You really
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like. Do you guys remember that play when CJ threw that toss to Mitson and we fumbled and the coach picked it up and ran it back for a touchdown?
yeah,
yeah.
Okay, did y'all see how they slammed CJ on the ground?
yeah.
Fuck, you know what I'm saying? But nobody said nothing about
Well,
that though.
well,
We
well,
let it go.
well, just like you said, when Mario Edwards slammed Anthony Richardson down,
Yep,
nobody said anything. That was
Yeah.
nothing.
I'm sorry. That
That
was a
was
loud.
worse than what Azeez did. I agree to that.
Look,
Like,
the reason why it looked so bad because of the optics. He's a quarterback.
mhm.
He's going into a slide. Everybody's the focus is on him. He hit. Look, if Trevor didn't get knocked out, if he didn't do the whole arm thing, none of this would have been a big deal. As
Yeah.
it, I mean, there have been some, the fight probably would have happened still and whatnot, but like Crenshaw said, TMZ wouldn't have it. ESPN would be talking about it. We wouldn't have everybody and the mama talking about how Islamic people are or horrible human beings. Like
hmm
we wouldn't have it.
It's ridiculous though, man. The fact this man character, you can
What
just
does
tell he's
religion?
a nice guy.
What
You
does
can tell
religion?
he's a nice guy. This man, before the game, he had a conversation with Trevor. And then not only that, you can go back to last year when he was with the Titans. He had a conversation with Mike Evans during the game. Friendly conversation, just telling him about the story a little bit on how he was homeless and things of that nature. Like this man is came and been through a lot. Like let's not sit up here and act like this man has a horrible heart and all that type of stuff. This man talks to the
If if
quarterbacks. He
if
even had
anybody,
a
if anybody had a right to be upset, it's Trevor Lawrence, and Trevor
yeah.
Lawrence has not said nothing.
hmm
So drop it. Move on.
It's
Man,
ridiculous, man.
imagine if that hit would happen on one of our primetime games. They probably would have
Jeez.
banned him from the NFL.
Probably.
You know what I'm saying?
Man,
Because
yeah.
like what was our last primetime game? Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it's the Cowboys. Yeah.
Yeah, and imagine that would happen to Cooper Rush. Oh my
Oh yeah.
goodness.
Well, I mean the color right there. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy. But everybody upset and mad at Azeez. But here's the thing: nobody's upset about is that who they need to be upset. You know who they need to be upset with? Do
And,
you
The
know
Jaguars.
no, they need to be upset with the coach for allowing him to play any goddamn way.
the GM, the coaching, and the owner? That's who they need to be upset with. He
Yeah, he
couldn't
shouldn't have
throw the
played.
ball. He has to have season-ending injury with the shoulder. So why are you playing this man out there against the top 5 defense to begin with?
And they 2-9. As if
Two
their
and
season
nine.
is going to be
Thank,
saved.
thank you. 2-9. What
And
sense
and,
is that?
and I see Trey Wingo. He acting like Z's hit is the reason why he have a season-ending surgery. No, that fucking
Man,
shoulder was
bro.
already fucked up. I mean, come on,
He's
man.
having brain surgery? Please tell me he's having brain surgery. Is that what it is? Come on,
Uh,
people.
It's
Yeah,
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
know how they do though, man. It's sad. Then
Look,
these Jaguar fans, they gonna make this the scapegoat of their season. Is if they was finna go
telling
on the
you,
doggone run and win the rest of their games and go 9-8.
look, I'm telling you, next year, knock on wood, if the Texans go 2-9 and they're still playing CJ Stroud out there, I'm pissed. I'm
That's
pissed.
if he's hurt. Now, if he's not
Oh,
hurt,
period. Period.
if
Two and
he's not
nine.
hurt, you got to play
Why?
him. You got to
Why?
play him.
Why risk it? Why risk it?
It's just you got to play him. It's part of the NFL, man. People pay tickets to go see these guys play. If he's healthy, he needs to be on the field. But if he has a shoulder injury,
How many
of
healthy?
course not. He don't need
How
to
many
play.
healthy scratches did we do in years past with the Davis Mills there? Chris, all we talked about all the time. You remember those?
Yeah.
The healthy scratches. That's all you guys said. Oh, he's not feeling good. I don't give a fuck what you got to do.
I get you.
You know what I mean?
But from the league perspective and from the fans' perspective, man, people want to see CJ Stroud. He got one of the. I think he's the highest selling jersey right now. So people want the NFL to be mad about CJ not playing, even if the season is
Okay,
bad. And
if that's the case, then you need to protect CJ like you protect Trevor Lawrence. Point
I
blank.
agree. I totally
Point blank.
agree. I totally agree.
Again, yes, the hit looked horrible. He got concussion. I don't wish on nobody. I'm not saying the hit was okay. It wasn't. Should have stopped, but it happened. We can't change that.
Yeah, facts.
But let's not sit here and say CJ Stroud has not been hit worse than Trevor Lawrence. Multiple
That
times.
man done been hit multiple times worse. Like it's definitely probably like 5 to 6 times worse. Ridiculous.
So it's just they're pointing the blame at the wrong people, and again, the optics make it worse than what it really is. For people to say he needs to be banned in the NFL because he's a horrible human being, like, come on, man.
All because this man is a Muslim.
And D'Amico Ryans has his back because they know the person. Like Keno said, he was homeless. They know his story. They know his heart. Dude, if you have never played football and understand the mentality of football players, then you don't get it. It's not about hurting people. It's about getting the job done and do it with some flair.
Protecting your job, man. Like
Right.
you can be in it today and gone tomorrow.
Like Crenshaw said, I don't care who you are. If you played on the defensive side of football, high school, Pop Warner, college, whatever, your dream was quarterback. I can't wait to light that motherfucker up.
Yeah, facts.
A good hit. So
man.
And agree with this guy. The hit was bad. It was, but the outside stadium reaction was worse. Yes, and it's not all on Azeez because the Jaguars had something to do with it too. But the stuff afterwards is what made it worse too. Like, if it just kind of blew over, I don't think it was big. But yes, the stadium reaction was way worse. People get hit like that all the time.
Yeah. And let me say this, man. I do agree. The hit was bad. I just don't feel like Azeez did it on purpose to where he wanted that to happen to Trevor Lawrence. I just think he was protecting the line of scrimmage of him, getting the first down. That's what he was doing. But yeah, I don't want people to think that I don't think the hit was bad. The hit was bad. It was definitely unfortunate. But it's just the picture that people are trying to paint towards him. I just can't rock with it at all, man.
He wasn't out there to add ill intent like people make out to be. Oh, you see his forearm going towards his head. No, he hit him in the chest. His head just bounced like it was a rag doll. I'm sorry. It happens. And unfortunately, it happened to Trevor.
Yeah, he a good guy, man. And like he even said he talked to CJ when he was with the Titans. He talked to Trevor when he was with the Titans. And I think he said Anthony Richardson last year, if I'm not mistaken. But he just told him, like, protect yourself, man. Don't be I think he had an interview with Big Sarge, and he told him, like, yeah, man, I told him, man, don't be taking them hits, don't be doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, protect yourself. He told him that. So it's just
hold on. I just thought of something, okay? Can either of you two tell me Every quarterback in the NFL that needs to be protected. What quarterback is that for a health standpoint?
Ask that question again.
What quarterback in the whole NFL needs to be protected at a health standpoint in the NFL right now?
Tua.
Okay, name me one defender that gave two of those concussions that got suspended.
None.
Not one. Now that last one was on tour, but the other ones,
Well,
yeah, they them
you
other
what
ones
it
was
was on Tua,
crazy.
but you can still argue the same fact of Trevor Lawrence. Tua made the move, so did Trevor Lawrence. You play with fire, you're going to get more.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yes, it sucked. It happened. But that's the
Don't
game.
mean to bring this up, but it was Damar Hamlin that was tackling him when Tua had his last concussion, and I mean I don't know, they wasn't gonna suspend that guy. They wasn't gonna do that, of course not.
Okay,
But at the same time, it
what about
wasn't
the
like he
8
went
other
for his
times he
head.
got a concussion?
Yeah, I agree. No, I'm just saying, I just wanted to bring that up. Like I knew
Yeah,
they
no, I
wasn't.
get it. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's another guy. That's another organization, the Dolphins. Instead of sitting him down after getting hurt in the game before
hmm
and throwing back, and he's out throwing gang signs because he got hit.
And this just happened multiple times. When
Right.
he last year, I think that was last year when he had all them concussions. He literally had that situation when he was on the ground and throwing up gang signs, and that man went back into the game. That same
Wow.
exact game. I think that was versus the Bills last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But he went back into the game, which was ridiculous. But and that's my other thing. Like NFL, let's be for real. Like, do y'all really want to protect these players? Because Tua had that concussion last year, and they had a Monday night game the next week against I think it was the Chargers, if I'm not mistaken. No, it was the Bengals. It was the Bengals. They had a game, Monday night game against the Bengals, or a Thursday night game, and they forced the guy to play when he just had a concussion last week. It didn't make no sense, but of course they trying to but have it buzzing up and all that because they was in the same drafting in the same draft and yada yada this and that. So they wanted them to go head to head. But hey,
But
they trying to protect the players though.
one more thing. I say one more thing, but I'm gonna add one more thing before we move on. But also, the guy who hands out the suspension is the dirtiest player in the NFL. Like, how does that make?
How is he in that position? How? Like
I don't know. I
who
guess he
made him
knows 30 hits.
qualified to be this position?
I guess he knows 30 hits pretty well because he done them all. But
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. Okay, I get that. But the guy who holds up the appeal situation is Raymond Foster, right? Or Ramon Foster, or whatever. Tell me where he works.
for the Titans.
Huh. Tell me how does that make sense to me?
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Not only that, they had a Zoom. They had a Zoom meeting. They didn't even want the man to go out there to New York because they knew they was going to decline it. So they was like they probably wanted to act like, oh, let's not bring him out here because we don't want him to go off on us when we deny this whatever appeal. But yeah,
They might
man,
even have an appeal.
yeah, for real.
You just said, look, hey, we're good. We know our decision. We're not even going to listen to you because
Yeah,
with that happening, you knew the situation from begin with. And if you are the head of the NFLPA, the NFL, if you're Roger Goodell, you should see, oh, that guy's a Titans commentator. It doesn't matter. They don't have no skin in the game. It's still division. It's still rivalries. Conflict of interest. Let's get somebody.
Yep.
You can't
Agreed.
say that is not wrong.
Agreed. It's crazy. I guess it is what it is, though, man.
So you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And like I say, and then they just gonna urge it up. Like right now, like the Titans right now, they don't got nothing to play for. So of course they want to make our life hell.
Yeah, no
So to
skin in the game.
make our life hell. So that mean that we can all that hoopla, all that noise, and we can fuck around going on a losing streak and lose the division, and that would make their day. Think about that for a minute.
Yeah.
That would definitely make that day.
That'll make their day.
That would definitely make that day. But we definitely go. I ain't gonna even, you know what I'm saying, be down to none of that, man. We're gonna overcome this for sure. Hopefully, Harris County back, and I know we're gonna get into that. But at the end of the day, it's cool. It's Houston versus everybody. If they ain't
Well,
with Houston,
Fuck them.
well,
exactly.
exactly. He 8 times out drown, baby. But he made the a thing on Instagram. Was it Instagram, Crenshaw?
Oh no, it was on Twitter.
Twitter. He did the Joker face, and he said, "If you want me to be the villain, I'll be your villain."
Mm-hmm.
I've been saying this since it happened. You want to hate the Texans? That's fine. We'll do the 2017 Astros all over again. You can hate us, baby. All right.
Yeah,
Ain't no sweat off our backs. If you want to be us the villain, we'll be
yeah.
the villains. No, ain't in the bus about it. We're good at it. Trust us. We'll win a championship while we're at it.
No, for real. And you know everybody going. They look. I see on ESPN just post what he said right now. Everybody, you know, they're gonna blow that tweet and his post up. It's cool. At the end of the day, I'm fired up like I'm for the play, y'all. Like it is what it is. Let's go. Let's go. Hope, like I said, we get our guys back, Harris, all these guys. I hope all the players is fired up. Offense especially. I hope all the players is fired up and ready to come back. And hopefully we put a beating on the Dolphins to set a doggone statement.
Well, that's what gave me a little bit more respect for Nick Casario is his reaction to the whole thing. His press
Mhm.
conference gave me more respect because he has his guys back. Same with the D'Amico. Doug Peterson can be a bitch about it and so, well, if that was CJ Stroud, he wouldn't be shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah, facts. Because we got proof. We got proof. Because D'Amico literally said when that just hit, D'Amico literally said, "Oh, line got a block better." That's exactly what came out of D'Amico Ryan's when they asked him, "How do you feel about that hit on Quillian Williams with CJ?" And this is when CJ was out for 2 games. He literally said, "Oh, line got a block better."
Yep.
That's what he said. That's exact words. So all that other extra stuff people trying to say what D'Amico would have did, man, shut up. D'Amico a real guy. He a stand-up guy, and he stand on business. He ain't with that soft stuff. You know what I'm saying? That's why he got the swarm mentality.
What do you want him to do? Oh yeah, man, he's a terrible player. I don't know why
Yeah,
him like. Oh, let's get rid of him, dude.
like for real. For what? What is that going to do?
What did Hillary Clinton do with Bill when he got caught in the Oval Office? Yeah, that's my husband. I got to, he's gonna
Yeah,
ride or die. Like, come on, people.
and you know it's genuine because CJ right after the game was questioned by the reporter, and she like basically trying to give him an opportunity to throw his own teammate under the bus. But shout out to CJ Stroud for standing on
Yeah,
business
and
and
that's
standing up
what.
for his
Why,
teammate.
why are people upset with CJ saying I'm praying for him? Uh, and mentioning God. Like the man can't. Like we can't have religion in football. Is that what it is? We gotta hate on anything religious because you're
Man,
mad.
it was crazy. It was crazy when they saw that man as a Muslim. They went straight to the doggone bull crap. Oh, this is why he did that. Like, come on, bro. But hey, this is the reality we living
I
in,
blame
fellas.
white people.
We got ignorant people, man.
I,
Ignorant
I,
people
I
in
just
this
blame.
world.
I just blame the white people. That's what it is.
All right, all right. Did y'all see? Well, he posted on Twitter, but he also posted on Instagram. And Trevor Lawrence's own teammate liked the picture, and that's Azeez ex teammate Arik Armstead.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all think about that? How would you feel if this happened to CJ and one of our defensive linemen liked the picture of a player that hit our quarterback to put him out for the year? How would y'all like feel about
I
that?
I think it can go both ways because it can be a like all right, stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause we're like we'll see you next year type stuff. You know what I'm saying? It could be that type of energy, or he
Or
could be siding
or
with
he
Aziz. Who knows?
or
He
he could
could be.
just he like we've been saying. He can see the person as he is. He knows Aziz's
Yeah,
story.
and that
So
too. That too.
he could be like, all right, brother, if this is you, this is you. I got you. I'm gonna have your back.
Yeah,
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah.
So
Unfortunately, we don't know what that like really means. Now, if
yeah,
he come in or something, then we'll be able to, you know what I'm saying, really have an opinion on it. But a like is only a like, so who knows? Who knows what
I
he meant by that like?
maybe I haven't seen it yet, but I have not seen anything from Trevor Lawrence about it. So until he says something about the hit, who else fucking cares? Don't like I said, the only person that could say anything about the hit was Trevor Lawrence. He's the one that got hurt.
Yeah,
So
I mean, he did respond to some people on Twitter. As we know, he responded to Pat Storm, but I
yeah,
don't know. I think Trevor. I don't think Trevor believed that was on purpose. I don't. I truly don't think Trevor have any ill will towards Azeez. So, and like y'all said, like you said, Matt, Trevor not even going all out of proportion and doing all that extra stuff with all these people doing. You know what I'm saying? He cool. He said he's well, and praise God for that. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, out for the season. I mean, I don't think it's really towards the because of the concussion. I think it's because of his shoulder. Because hey,
it's good. He's
they
getting
2-9, so it's the season over with. Get well though, Trevor. Prayers out to you, brother. Get well.
yeah. Well, guys, let's move on from that long. Hopefully, Azeez comes back playoff time and rack some heads because, like I said, they won a villain. He got one now. But while Azeez is out, we got somebody coming back. They let him go. They untied him from the trunk from the kidnapping. We got Mr. Christian Harris coming back after the bye. Ken, I'll start with you, man. What's your thoughts?
Man, I was so honestly. This quick thing, real quick. Being a Texas fan, man, I try to stay calm at times and try not to get so excited because we don't know if it's true. A lot of the times you know what I'm saying, we get excited and then we get let down. In this situation, I got a little happy, but I was just like, all right, let me just relax. We got to see first. Hopefully it's true. If it is true, man, like I'm very excited to see this man back out there. I know he's not gonna come back playing a whole bunch of downs, but just having him out there, period, and then you know what I'm saying, he get warmed up, get his rhythm back, get his flow back, his condition back, and all that type of stuff, his win back. And you know what I'm saying, we're gonna need him for the playoffs, honestly. Not sure what's going on with Mr. Devin White. You know, I guess he don't know the playbook like that, whatever the case may be, because when Azeez went out, I thought Devin White was gonna come in and start, but they brung in Hewitt. So honestly, Christian Harris, man, I hope it's true. Hope he comes back after the bye, man. So, you know what I'm saying, we get the ball rolling and keeping going as when Azeez is out.
Chris, what about you, brother?
I mean, just keep it a buck. I really don't know what type of player Christian Harris is.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, he ended the season last year pretty good, but that don't mean nothing. I like consistency. I got to see it again. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a breakout second half of the year. That's what he had, a breakout second half of the year. So, when did this motherfucker get hurt from the jump? When did he get hurt?
Probably
The,
off season, bro.
the
Like
Ravens
doing
game got
what?
hurt. He
No,
got
I
hurt.
think it was off season because he
No,
was
they were
literally
just
working. He
second
was
half.
working out with Kalen. He was working out with Kalen and Lassiter and some other players before the doggone training camp came about. So
Well,
that's what confused me. And he also did an interview with I think it was Aaron Wilson or somebody.
he got
So
hurt the second half and had to get surgery after the playoffs against the
what
Ravens
did he get surgery on?
on his leg.
Oh, okay, yeah. I
So
mean,
that means he never got well, and he
And
probably
then
came back too
and
soon.
then and then because remember they say he was coming back, and I think it was like the practice before the season started, or the practice after the third preseason game. He came back for like what 10 minutes.
Yeah, 10 minutes, and
Yeah. So
they
I
said something
think
about an ankle though, and then he was out.
what was his? They said it was his deep muscle, whatever. But I think what happened was they were trying to rush him back, and he got hurt
Who
even more.
knows?
So
Or
I think
maybe he
that's
rushed
why they've been
himself
so
back.
secretive. I think that's why they've been so secretive because they're the ones
Mhm.
that kind of we fucked this up because we tried to rush him back, and now we got
But
it.
like I said though, he was doing a whole workout with some of his teammates this offseason. So maybe he rushed himself
Never seen
back or
that,
did
but
something.
I could be wrong.
But no, he was working out with Lassiter. He was working out with Kalen. It's out there. That was the last time I saw him be interviewed before he came back to practice. And then that same practice, he was gone. So I don't know, man. It's unfortunate, but I guess we We came all the way to this point and just hope he's ready.
Because
You know what I'm saying? I understand the calf injury is very tricky. So
because remember the second half when he went out, that's when Lamar Jackson started lighting us up because we didn't have no spy on him no more. And that's when he did his Lamar Jackson thing and
yeah,
took us to church. So,
yeah,
well, hey,
yeah,
look, we got Tua, Patrick Mahomes, and Lamar Jackson coming up. Well, perfect time for him to come up to be a spy. I
yeah,
mean,
facts.
but again, you got to do the Bill Cosby. You got to show me the proof in the pudding. Like I don't believe nothing until I see it.
Facts. Agreed. I
So
got my hopes up too many times, man. We just gonna
absolutely.
wait to see it till the Texans post it, then I'll believe it.
All right, well, all right,
Well,
go ahead.
I got one thing. So does this mean that Vandy get to be the decision maker on a Titans appeal now? You know, since
Who?
they radio guy could do it for our guys, so Vandy should be able to do it for their guys, right? Or they don't work like that.
Vandy? Who's Vandy?
Mark Vandermeer.
Oh, okay. Well, he's kind of like what Seth Payne is to the Texans.
Mm.
He played football and does radio for them. So if anybody, it'd be Seth Payne for us for the Titans. Does that make sense?
Yeah, Seth Payne. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I'd be okay. I mean, that's what it should be.
that's
I
so
mean,
crazy.
dude, make it make sense.
Nah, for real. Make it make sense. Hey,
All right, go ahead. You got something else?
nah, I was just gonna repeat myself one more time. I'm probably gonna do it a couple more times in this show, but it's Houston versus everybody. If they ain't with Houston,
Fuck 'em.
Look, like I said on Twitter the other day, embrace the hate, make a new order, be the Texans WO, baby. TWO,
facts.
Texas World Order. Accept it. That's your fate.
Yep.
I'm cool with it.
I hope this really spiced the team up. It's now, like if it's any time for this team to really start get some juice on the overall team, like getting some juice and some fire in them, this is the time right now. Honestly, this is the
Oh
time right now. We 5 games before the playoffs. Well, I should say 4 games before the playoffs. But yeah, man. So hey, forget it. Like you said, let's embrace it. Embrace it as a fan base. Embrace it as an organization, team. Clearly, what Nick and D'Amico is doing, the team is doing. So, man, let's go.
yeah. All right. Well, y'all were here for it. I wasn't. So we'll kind of quickly go over. The Texans did defeat the Jaguars 23-20 after everything was cooled off. Um, Kershaw and Keno, y'all kind of said y'all speak on Sunday, but is there anything you'd like to add to what y'all said on Sunday?
Well, the offensive line played probably their best game of the season. They did a good job. You know,
For passing, run blocking was still ass, but
what
I feel you. Go ahead.
run blocking was ass because the Jaguars, I want to say 26th rank, run defense. So we should have got more yards on the ground. A lot of that was just Joe being Joe, but it just still the game should have been that close though. I mean, we won by 3 points and they missed the field goal, so the game should have been that close, man. Now I like that CJ didn't turn the ball over, but if he would have turned the ball over that game, we would have lost. And the offensive line played like say fairly good the way we want them to play. So I still have concerns when we play against the better teams. Like right now, we about to play against two good teams and one above average team. Now, when we
Above average team that can possibly beat us.
the
Yeah,
possibility is because the way they offense set up, where they offense set
Hmm.
up. But
yeah.
when we at home, so we get two of those games at home. We at home, our defense turn up against better quarterbacks. Our defense don't turn up against not good quarterbacks. So at least we know they're going to be in the game because we've been in every game this year except for the Minnesota game. But overall, I feel like we needed this bye, but I'm still not all the way there with the team because it's still the way this offense looking like we're gonna be a one and done in the playoffs. And then I think this was gonna happen. A lot of people making excuses for the team. Oh man, we still we 8-5, blah blah blah. But once we lose. in the playoffs in the first round, then reality is going to finally set in, and they're going to go back to it's been like this since week one, but since week five, since week six. So, because you can't cap no more, the season's over with. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay to be optimistic, but sometimes you got to hey, get it together, get it together. Even when we win, yeah, we won, but I'm still not satisfied because I want to
Absolutely.
get I want to get far in the playoffs. I'm tired of winning the first round, losing the second round. I want to at least get to the third round. Then the fourth round, Super Bowl, that would be great. But at least get to
That's the
the third
goal,
round.
right?
You know
That's
what
the
I'm saying?
goal.
I want to get somewhere that I've never seen. Can I get there before I get old? Texans, I beg of you. Can I get there before I get old as fuck? Okay, please. God damn.
Well,
It don't make any sense, bro. It don't make any sense
Yeah.
because it's like when I've been in a barbershop talking shit, when I be texting my other friends talking shit, they know the story. They already know what's gonna happen for the season. And me, I got a cap on my team, but then I understand it too. Like, you know what? You motherfuckers right. This is gonna happen. We're gonna look good, and then get to the playoffs. We'll be that first fucking game. Most time we're gonna win it, but the next game we'll get our ass whooped, or we might lose the first game. And this year it's like we're gonna play the fucking Ravens. I don't give a damn. I love the Texans. I bleed red, white, and blue. We're not beating the fucking Ravens in the playoffs. I don't give a fuck
hope
what
you saying
what anybody say about me. You're not being a real fan. No, I'm being 100% true. Because if you think we'll beat the Ravens in the playoffs, then bet something that you don't want to fucking lose. Then if you really think we'll beat the Ravens in the playoffs, all right, I'm done.
Hey, I do. I ain't trying to be no bias
Oh
fan,
yeah, you
but
did
I
say that.
do.
You did say that.
I've been standing on this. I've been standing on this. I believe we can beat the Ravens. That I
I
truly
don't think so.
believe we can beat the Ravens. I'm not the guy that's like a true believer in the Ravens. And I just feel like Lamar Jackson, you got to show me something. That's how I feel. So Lamar Jackson haven't done nothing for me to be like, oh, like I feared him in the playoffs. I don't. What is his record in the playoffs?
Yeah, I don't fear him. I fear the Ravens. We are unwinnable against the Ravens. Period.
But guess what? How we been home?
Yeah,
It don't
one,
it
Home
don't
one,
matter.
games.
you know,
It
we
don't
got
matter
one
if
game.
we well. It don't matter if we've been home. You talking about for the playoffs, right?
Playoffs.
Home and playoff. Man, look, Derrick Henry. What we're gonna see on Christmas? Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson. They're gonna combine for 200 plus on us.
Hey, Crenshaw, let's do a bet right now, man. Look, I'm trying to keep the excitement going, man. Look, if that happens, I will. What should I buy you or should I buy a fan a jersey? Which one do?
Shit, you could
Want
buy
to
you could
bet?
buy a fan. You could buy a fan.
Okay, if that happens, I'll buy a fan a jersey, but we're gonna have a game, and whoever gets it right, they'll get a free jersey from me. But if that doesn't happen, you got to buy a fan a jersey.
All right, now happen. Now you talk about Christmas or playoffs.
Christmas,
So Christmas, if what 200 plus?
200 plus. You
All
saying
right.
each or total?
No,
Total.
it's gonna be combined. They're gonna be combined.
Combined?
They're gonna run 200 plus on us.
Okay,
Easy.
okay. We'll bet that. We'll bet that. We
All
got
You
right.
the
heard it
jersey
first.
bet.
You heard it first.
Christmas. It'll be that Christmas present.
Yeah,
Uh,
Merry Christmas. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just how it is, man. Like it just we can't stop. We stopped Derrick Henry maybe once in the last so many games. It's gonna be hard, bro. That
Nah, we
they
shut
offense
them
is
down
good.
last year.
And that's why I say once. You know what I'm saying?
Overall,
But I
I'm
don't know, man.
I don't want to go back,
And
but
also you gotta look at too when it comes to playoffs, it's not all about what Lamar Jackson record is. I look at the coaching. Who do you trust more, our coach or their coach in the playoffs?
at the same time, the players got to play.
But
So
coaching
I
still matters though.
it does. I agree. But what I'm saying is the players got to play. The coaching does matter, but we saw what happened with Lamar these past years. He only has 2 playoff wins, and he's been in the lead for six
Not that
six
long.
years.
Not that long.
He has. He's been in the league for 6 years.
I mean, okay, so you got two playoff wins. So you not counting his buys he didn't have?
The bye, how many buys they had?
He didn't have at least two buys. Two buys. You know what I'm saying? So you're not counting them? Because those are
I
playoff
don't know,
wins.
man. I just feel like if you have a bye, it's even you supposed to win even more. So I don't know, man. His record ain't that good in the playoffs. That's why I'm not a full believer until he, you know what I'm saying, get to the promised land to the Super Bowl. That's just me. And I could just be on some biasness because I'm a Texas fan, but I'm sorry. These guys gonna have to show me. The only one I know that we gotta bring our A game is Patrick Mahomes. And right now, Josh Allen, I mean, if he can show this in the playoffs, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he has had a couple of games in the playoffs where he went crazy. So I'm not gonna knock him. I'm not gonna say he can't do it. Possibly he can, but I don't know. I just got that mentality, bro. I mean, I don't know. I guess you can call me biased, but at the end of the day, I just don't fear the Ravens. I don't.
Yeah,
It was 10-10 last year, and we didn't even have majority of our weapons. We went out there with Nico Collins and just Dalton Schultz, and Dalton Schultz was nowhere to be found.
But
Devin Singletary got shut down, and it was
this
10-10
again,
at halftime.
this is why we lost. Because like Crenshaw said, coaching.
Yeah.
They made adjustments. We didn't, like we always do this year, and we lost. We all know if there's a chance that we go tied or we are down, there's a 93% chance we are losing. Let's call a spade a spade.
And it's the thing. And if we're up against the Ravens and we continue to, of course, this is a big if because we haven't done it. But if we go back to last year when we played the Browns, we didn't do that all season. We did not blow out no team, and then not alone the number one defense in the league. We didn't do that last year during the regular season. Came to the playoffs, we whooped up on the Browns. So I don't know. I'll give us a chance. We might whoop up on the Ravens, and I hope that be the case. But we shall see. We don't know. We just got to find out.
All right. Ken, you got anything to add about the Jaguars game?
Nah.
Nah.
We'll move on. Prayers out to Trevor Lawrence, though. Well, we will move on.
The only thing I got to add is can we stop running zone, please? Can we quit putting? Oh man,
Nico, man.
This guy Parker, man, he's killing it. Oh, Brian Thomas Jr. is probably one of the best rookie receivers in the league. Oh, how about we put linebackers on them in red zone coverage? That makes it.
This is the crazy thing, though. It only happened in the fourth quarter. Why would D'Amico do that? I don't understand. Because Stingley was following him first, second, and third quarter, and some of the fourth quarter. But when the end of the fourth quarter came, he decided to go zone heavy. Like Crenshaw, that's why the game was close. They shouldn't even score 20 points, to be totally honest. But
got two people in the top 5 in sacks. 2.
yeah.
You can't get 1 sack? Come on now.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on with that, man.
Not even that. Let me add to it. A offensive line that's ranked in 29th for pass blocking. You could get 1 sack. You're serious. And not just this game. Crenshaw, tell me how many sacks we had against the Jags the first time.
What I don't know, but since you said it like that, it had to be the 0 or 1.
0.
I would say that's
that mean that division game and they know how to tame our players. Because matter of fact,
or
check this out. Okay, how many sacks total do we have against the Colts and the Titans this year?
The Titans, we sacked what? 7 times? 8 times?
Oh yeah, that was 8 times that game.
We got a couple against the Colts too.
Oh yeah, they still
got
won.
a couple against the Colts too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So honestly, I think the Jazz just know how to play against our defense. They get rid of the ball quick. That's how you beat us.
It goes to scheming. Hey guys.
Yeah.
Hey
but
guys,
like I said, they know how.
We're up by 10 points. Don't get to a quarterback. Just sit back, kill the clock. That's exactly what it is. They don't play to win the game. They play to kill the time. That's what it is. That's not going to win you the game. Stop with that bullshit.
And I really wanted us to score that when we had got the ball back, we was up 23-12. When we got the ball back, I was like, man, Bobby, show me something. CJ, y'all been having a decent game. Please, let's go score another touchdown. Because I'm sick and tired of seeing other teams do this, man. I'll be watching other teams do this all the time. And I ain't even finna name their names, But other teams do this all the time. They put the stamp. They let it be known you are not winning this game. So
Now
we
on the
finna
cover.
drive down your throat, and we finna go score another touchdown, and this game is over with. But what we do, 3 and out, get off the field. Let's
As
hope our
long as we,
defense
as long
can
as we
beat and
run up
win in the
2
zone
minutes,
coverage.
they're okay. As long as we run up 2 minutes, they're okay.
Yeah.
But I will say this before we get off here. I agree with Crenshaw. It's probably the best blocking pass wise for the offensive line. Which I appreciate because in this game I saw something. I saw CJ getting his confidence back. I saw the CJ that I seen last year. Look, yes, he was just a little late on that big pass, but I think that's because of the coverage. Because it looked like either the safety can either bite the big play or he could hit that drag route, and he hit that drag route and then he threw it. But I don't care what you say, that was pass interference.
Mm-hmm.
Tackled him, the ball him in
Facts.
the back of the head, like that was bad. But to me, that's CJ Stroud last year, taking the great shots like that, pause, and just not being scared.
Yeah.
This is what we needed last week. We needed that last week, but now
I agree. I agree.
but we're on pace. As long as he can get back to CJ form in the playoffs, I'm okay with it. I wish
Definitely agree.
but all right, folks. Well, we don't got no hot takes or predictions because my ass is finally getting to take a nap on Sunday. I am excited. Like, dude, I can't wait, man. Like,
Yeah.
no Texas football to keep me giving a heart attack. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
So
Man, I'm a
anybody,
little sad because I definitely wish you was playing, but at the same time, we need a break. Hopefully, this
right?
bye really helps.
My
It's
blood
gonna
pressure
fly
is like
by. It's gonna fly by.
my
It's
blood
gonna fly
pressure is
by.
like up here, bro. Like my blood
Nah, for
pressure
real.
come down a little
Nah,
bit.
for
So
real. For
I think
real,
this
man.
Sunday be good. Well, fellas, anything to add before we bounce?
No.
One last thing, and no, I'll wait till the
Go ahead.
outro.
Go
I'll wait
ahead.
till the
No,
outro.
go ahead.
Nah, I was just gonna say Houston versus everybody. The thing with Houston,
Fuck 'em.
Fuck 'em. You heard the message from the great one, all right?
yeah,
You know what's
man.
great message. You ain't with Houston, fuck 'em. All right, guys. Well, this is the worst part because, of course, it's the end. Why don't you tell everybody where you can find you on social media, what you got cooking, so that way we can support you. Mr. Crenshaw, start with you first, brother.
All right, you can find me at Work Crenshaw, and you know the vibes, as my boy Bo say. Check the page out, check the video out, keep supporting, and let's turn up.
Yeah, prayers to Trevor Lawrence, but also prayers to our boy Bo Diggity. He has a sick wife and a sick kiddo, so he's being super dad right now. We all know us dads. We know it sucks. You have to be super dad at times. So prayers
Yeah,
out to him and prayers that they get over this stuff quickly because it does suck. Kendall, man, tell people where you at.
yeah. Like I said, like Magic say, your prayers to our boy Bo, and y'all can follow me on Instagram at Kenneth the Messenger. On YouTube, y'all can follow me at Kenneth the Messenger as well. Also, I'm just started doing my videos, and I'm talking about sports, talking about boxing, music industry, and all that. You can follow that page at Here Ken Out on YouTube, and also y'all continue to support the Texas Fan Battle page, and continue to like and share the music video Swarm. Continue to what I'm saying, boost that and stream it on Spotify and Apple Music, man. And you know what I'm saying? We're gonna continue to go up. And one last time for the night, Houston versus everybody. And if they ain't with Houston,
Welcome.
Fuck 'em.
Yes, sir. You can find me at A1 Day One Texans, where I'll be writing some articles on the Fan Battle Sports Network. I got one cooking up with if you are old school head like I am and watch MTV, you know the challenge. I'm writing a couple articles with some people from MTV The Challenge on how football and that TV show are alike. So make sure you check that out. And I also, like we all said, follow Bo Diggity at Bo Diggity 713. Even though he's being super dad, he's also being super content creator, making some good videos. So make sure you check that out. And then Texas fan battle, baby. Like I said, we're swarming. After last
Yes,
week,
sir.
after everything that has went down with Azeez, if you're not listening to this song "Swarming," you're not a Texas fan because
Nah,
this song
facts.
goes hand in hand with Azeez. All right, we are swarming with Azeez. Hashtag it, swarming with Azeez. All right, so make sure you check that out. Until next week, enjoy the naps, enjoy being fat, and not watching any Texans getting your blood pressure up. Stay blessed, and we'll holler at you next week.
Peace.
I'ma calm down. Once we chop it up, there's an H-Town anthem, so we gotta slow it up.
This the best podcast known to man, we been raw. You heard it here first from Keno and Fifth Ward Crenshaw.